been the WNBA's two best teams. Here's Hole on the drive, floats it up.
We'll see a lot of that, but just kind of taking a little...
Clark looking ahead and finds Boston.
What a great way for Leah Boston.
Courtney Williams playing catch. Williams launch. Here is Clark. Clark with that float shot.
Really step up her game.
Mitchell launches. Best in the WNBA, and they've been
alive, not only with their shot, but
defensive player of the year. Of their last 11 as Clark launches.
In the NBA as well, but much of a scoring threat this season has just come in here, even adapt within the season.
4 games. Smith catching.
You have to be able to put a hand up on all.
And any team in the WNBA, this is the early going in Boston with a massive size.
It really took advantage there down low. Pull up there, she does a good job recognizing the help side.
Lex is frustrated there. That was...
Especially with the block on here, Lex Hull would have really treasured that.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot. Beaver shooters in the Minnesota perimeter. There's Mitchell, head full of steam.
Player, she loves going down her from the left side. So explosive, it's hard to recover.
Boston. And once again, it's Clark.
Be quicker than the team, but back in the hand. Such a great time.
Up and down. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. There's
She said this will be the game you go back.
Out of the timeout. McBride is open.
Knowing where the ball is going to come off.
Williams crossing up Hole and from the mid-range.
But she can also put the ball on the floor. So
just checked in. She's a good defender, too.
To that sweet spot.
Heidemann on the
respect that these players have for her.
The 3, driving on. Heidemann leads in. Flip.
Can definitely get out of it and then within herself as well. But you see that.
Has not checked out of the game. Cross-court pass. That is a deep 3. Clark looking aggressive. Clark launches.
Difficult shot. She just gets it.
On one, she'll bounce for Mitchell. Mitchell game 0 for 5.
In training camp, but as time goes on, I think they both want the same thing as far as...
Hole coming up with another steal, splits the double 3. Pat Penley with the offensive rebound.
Player that, again, the super desperate.
Extra pass, and Lassini. Clark sets up Dantas. And Bria Gossheim. Got a goal here. That's a difficult look. Asia Wilson. Kick back. Here's a fact. Penley 3. Xander Lassini.
With the exact same energy. And
I guess if you're the opponent, but
players to score.
Heidemann attacking Clark. They found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark.
I mean, not only with her passing, but also especially that floater.
From their second units. Strong here. Nearly 2 fouls.
Got foul trouble. She wants to play aggressively.
Shot won't fall, but Hines Allen, she is... They've got a really... It just blows by Collier and Lake.
The scoring threat is exactly what she needs. But we've seen...
Tested for the 3rd time this season.
Fine.
An open 3. Now she'll take it.
And knock it down, no hesitation.
Collier.
To the next...
Her and Lynn Dunn are...
To the day, all hours.
Nice starts. He's got it. Beats Boston, who will launch.
Just kind of do what works and play.
19 of their 39. They've already won 5 more games than a year. And Mitchell, extra pass. Extra pass, McBride catch and shoot. Clark the hesitation, Clark the floater.
Courts, whatever the case may be.
It's amazing how quickly that's become a part of offensive rebound. And
it's really what's making this team so special. That makes it tough on the defense because when he's cut in front of you. So that's tough.
For the Lynx, just 3 for Indiana. Into a double team, lofts it up for Boston.
Turn around, just knowing what her teammate was at.
Proceeding. Now this is the question. Williams sets up Collier, who's open.
The miss or the makes, it's just, is it the right shot?
But Collier's having scores in the WNBA rebounds. Sparks take on Angel Reese, and this rookie class has been on the handoff from Boston.
And first time they were going to the playoffs.
In this building, too. Look at Hines Allen. Back for Williams, offensive foul on 18 this year, 13 a year ago. So look at Mitchell Clark playing.
The fever. Again, it's not always about the mix-up.
In there as Williams on the drive. Off. Kind of great with the shot clock low, and Boston. Hines Allen skip past Carlton.
It wasn't the best, but she's been able to really buck.
Iowa State. Knocking down, trailed since the midway point of the first. Clark fading, fire. Put her on that initial wrap around pass to Carlton. Who lost her father just before the second half of the season. Alana Smith in 2.
I think that's going to be how the rest of the game is going to go.
Puts it backing her way in, flips it up. Playing catch underneath. Smith muscling her way. Went into halftime with Smith launches. Boston spinning into a double. Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota playoffs with a ton of experience. It'll be more important. We were really past.
But it looks like they've had an answer.
Here's Smith rolling and change that.
Let the plays happen.
Clark stepping back, fading, firing. Smith couldn't handle it. Right into the handings for games in your area. Line. Austin do a trip, made field goal. Carlton.
Really good for offensive shot to get that one up and have that call.
Mitchell trying to Lexi hold another steal. Back, stepping back into a deep two. That's a tough. Collier straight away.
If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense. And
Austin on the drive, gets inside and he's carried Indiana offensively.
Collier is an excellent defense.
Keeps it Fever trying to hold down number 6.
And they're not moving with the person.
It's third as Collier working on shooter. And like Eastern, it's the National Women's Team there. Here's Collier going coast to coast.
His feet made him pay.
But everything difficult. Williams firing it inside. Collier angles here on Indiana. Mitchell get in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana. Williams, it's your second.
Man, I don't know about time.
Williams steps into a three there by Carlton.
Find the open players so easily.
Clark driving on Carlton. Clark the three, pulls up and connects. At least since the month of May.
To win, but you got to.
The bench. Mitchell stepping into a deep two. And here from the Lynx and Hines Allen. The shots. Cole steps into it. Is on Indiana and Minnesota. Key moment in this game as Allen maybe shuffled her feet here in the third quarter.
Opportunity to do that here, but
so here is
they can get some of this momentum back into
Bentley off balance, feeds inside.
If you get beat, great job just in all of her qualities.
Mitchell on the drive, the floater. That high-low for Minnesota trying to create, find some space, shot two. Cole corner to the fourth. And the Fever really watched by Fag Bentley. Collier lines up, had a good one offensively, but that time turned inside deep position. Collier mid. Mitchell wide open here of the fourth as Carlton tries to end season long. They started the season 1-8. Mitchell putting on the move, shot off the mark there. Carlton corner three.
The reason why Minnesota has had the
fourth after that 29-point third quarter. Instead looking inside for Boston.
The offense is going to make you.
And able to praise pregame. I think maybe most at times. That's to take a back.
College to last year to this year has been.
Pass. Williams steps into a three. Can't jump it up with Timmy Fag Bentley. And a lot of crossover. Williams gets inside. Flows.
Really going to not be
setting up Clark. They still out crowd to their feet. Samuelson will check in. Bull gets a couple of minutes. Smith straight away. Boston one bounce. Bentley. Williams launches.
Well, that she just decided to go.
Samuelson open from the corner. Williams trying to pick her spot. Lob it inside. Skip pass. Side. Mitchell launches.
Loves that energy there.
Into the corner. Carlton launches. Clark, step back. Mitchell, step back. There by Caitlin. It stops the back. Clark is 25. Extra pass. Carlton. Big shot from Bridget Carlton. Boston. Another impact play. And
pumped up on the road.
Clark leans in, trying to draw the foul.
Have confidence in her teammates.
Driving on Samuelson. Gets by in 50 seconds. Give them. Here is Clark. Difficult. Thought about the three. She'll hoist. Carlton started all of this. Bentley back for a hole. Under a minute left to play. Williams running into a double team. Dangerous pass.
And she's done a great job just finding her.
Now a 4-point lead. So Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running.
Those runs. The team gets momentum.
They really set the tone. A little rattled off the final 5 points of the as they headed into the locker room, and they stay
in it. So you have to be able to get open.
There's Fag Bentley from the corner. The one. And be right back here on sort of threatening here to open up the third. Boston backing her way in, flips it up.
What a play.
Biggs playing catch underneath. Smith muscling her way. Pick up some of that momentum they went into halftime with. Smith launches. Chicago is taking that another step forward. Boston spinning into a double. Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota. They'll head into the playoffs with a ton of experience. It'll be late in seasons. These games get a little bit more important. We were really past
and tested all season long, but it looks like they've had an answer a little bit more and more comfortable with each other.
Here's Smith rolling, opening a couple minutes of the third. Clark trying to change that.
Here, those are the ones that I think we should just let the plays happen.
Trying to swing it back the direction of Indiana. Clark stepping back, fading, firing. They whip it inside. Smith couldn't handle it. Right into the hand. WNBA on Ion. Check your local listings for games in your area. Playoff matchups on the line. Boston do a trip. Beaver have gone 4 minutes now without a made field goal. And Carlton
come alive, which makes it really good for offensive shot to get that defender. So just coming up and having that call.
Mitchell trying, feeds inside. Smith had it knocked away. Lexi Hull, another steal. Mitchell looking aggressive. Mitchell going behind the back, stepping back into a deep two. That's a tough. Could have got a better look out of their possession. Collier straight away.
Which, if it goes, it's great. If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense and include big threes like in the second half.
Boston on the drive, gets inside, and that trio of Boston, Mitchell, and Clark has carried Indiana offensively. Who,
again, Collier is an excellent defense.
Less than 48 hours ago. Keeps it Minnesota battling for number 2. Fever trying to hold down number 6. And
they're not talking, and they're not moving with the person.
And 2-point shots from Mitchell that we've seen in the third. As Collier working on.
Nice easy finish there for Smith.
78% free throw shooter. And Louisville coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's the National Women's away. Way too easily there. Here's Collier going coast to coast and
straight away, but they did a good job recovering. His feet made him pay. Quarter.
Mitchell trying to create, but everything's difficult. Pick up the intensity defensively. Here's Williams firing it inside. Collier hangs with an 8-point lead. They have turned the tables here on Indiana. Mitchell getting. Beaver had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana. Williams call on Peyton Clark. Seconds.
Man, I don't know about lining up and seeing something we've seen time and time.
Williams steps into a throw. Stymied there by Carlton.
Wow. It looks like Minnesota is able to find the open players so easily.
Offense has been out of sync. Clark driving on Carlton. Clark numbers, extra pass. Williams shot fakes the 3, pulls up, and connects. Season. Or at least since the month of May.
She's passionate. She loves the game. She wants to win. But you've got to.
We'll get a brief rest on the bench. Mitchell stepping into a deep 2 inside. Look at the ball movement here from the Lynx and Hines Allen.
Nathan Pay by finding that open person.
Back Bentley, she was open. Passes up the shots. Hull steps into it. That loose ball foul on the rebound is on Indiana, and Minnesota really feels like a key moment in this game as Hines Allen maybe shuffled her feet. 27-10 here in the third quarter. Have just 10 in the third.
Which the Fever have an opportunity to do that here, but
so here is
have to be so solid to see if they can get some of this momentum back into it.
Heineman driving into back Bentley, off balance, feeds inside.
Discipline on Lexi Hull's part. If you get beat, but also the mama she does a great job just in all of her qualities.
Good defensive sequence there for Minnesota. Mitchell on the drive, the floater.
Calling. See if you can make somebody fall.
That high-low for Minnesota. Clark trying to create, find some space, shot 2.
Bad late, and the Lynx are able to punish him.
Oh, corner. Much better start here to the fourth. And the Fever really. Hines Allen. And watched by back Bentley. Collier lines up. He's had a good game defensively. Clark's had a good one offensively, but that time turned. Heineman inside, deep position. Collier missed. Clark, Mitchell, wide open. 3 in the first 2 minutes here of the fourth as Carlton tries to end. This has been a resilient group all season long. They started the season 1 in H game situations. Mitchell putting on the move, shot off the mark there here tonight. Carlton, corner 3.
Some leads is the reason why Minnesota has had
2 points here in the fourth after that 29-point third quarter. Clark on a handoff. Oh, had a moment there. Instead looking inside for Boston.
Hitting late. The offense is going to make you
50% free throw shooter. And able Chris decides to really sing your praise pregame. I think maybe the most is needed of her for this team to win, and at times that's to take a back seat.
Growth from last year to this year, even college to last year to this year has been.
McBride extra pass. Williams steps into a three. Can't. So jumping up with Timmy Bentley and a lot. Williams on a crossover. Williams gets inside. Flows.
Multiple offensive possessions. Really going to not be in the.
Boston setting up Clark. 8-3. Caitlin Clark summoning the sellout crowd to their feet. As Katie Lou Samuelson will check in. Hull gets a layer here for at least a couple of minutes. Smith straight away, looking for space. Feeds it into Boston. Boston one bounce. And
roll from AB to Clark.
Williams launches.
Basketball. I think she had a wide open shot as well that she just decided to go.
Clark feeding it back for Boston. Inside, Samuelson open from the corner. Here, back up four. Williams trying to pick her spot. Lob it inside.
Strip block there by AB trying to get something there.
Williams. Clark, skip pass. Smith muscling inside. Mitchell launches. And hits
three. You can see Halbert loves that energy there.
The three, had been on the drive. Bounce pass into the corner. Carlton launches.
We're with Carlton. You got to be able to know where she's at.
Clark, step back. Mitchell, step back. Really an intelligent play there by Caitlin. It stops the batter.
Be there for your players and get those accomplished.
Clark is 25 candidates have shown out here tonight. Smith extra pass. Carlton, big.
Her teammates are looking for her.
A silencer from Bridget Carlton. Boston, Andrea, look at Carlton making another impact play. And
to that rebound, and they're pumped up on the road.
Back here for Clark. Clark on the fake. Clark leans in, trying to draw the foul.
Playing through the contact, having confidence in her teammates.
Lead. Heidemann driving on Samuelson. Gets by. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Give them. Couldn't get over the hump. Here is Clark. Difficult. Boston thought about the three. She'll hoist.
Third quarter, and it just made him pay bucket after bucket.
Carlton started all of this. Had a pulse. Bentley back for a hole. 8-point game with under a minute left to play. And even forced turnovers. Williams running into a double team. Dangerous pass.
Her offense has woken up, and she's done a great job of finding her.
Close in on the playoffs. Connecticut right now a 4-point lead. So tie break. Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running.
And being able to stop those runs. The team gets momentum the entirety of that second half.
They really set the tone. They had a 10-point lead, and Minnesota rattled off the final 5 points of the, I think, a little bit of momentum as they headed into the locker room, and it's
extremely difficult to stay mentally in it, so you have to be able to get open.
There's Bentley from the corner. Their lead was trimmed all the way down to 1 of the season. Here tonight, so we'll take a short break and be right back here on